Okay, so welcome back everyone. In this, we are going to talk about the second pattern, which is to print a hollow square. Again, these pattern printing questions can be infinite, like any pattern could be a new pattern. But what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to take very selective examples so that with those examples, you can understand the entire idea. And once you understand the idea, it's a cakewalk for you to print any pattern. Okay, so that's my aim with this series. Okay, so let me give you the second question, which is to print a hollow square. Okay, what is a hollow square? Okay, hollow square. Okay, hollow square means same as the previous question where we were printing the square, but here as you can see we only have to print the boundary of the square, only the boundary of the square. Okay, like the verticals and the horizontal. Okay, now see, there are many ways to understand this. There are many ways to understand this. I'll try to tell you one way which is easy to understand. Okay, imagine that n is what, 1 2 3 4 5. N is 5, right? So there are 5 rows and 5 columns. Okay, now if you try to break this down, on the first row there are 5 stars, and on the last row there are 5 stars. Simple. First row 5 stars, last row 5 stars. So what you can do is, you can actually print 5 stars for the first row and for the last row. Okay, so simply for I in range, okay, n, you simply print star as a string and then multiply it by 5. That's it. And you will end it with nothing. So what will this do? This will print, sorry, like this. So this will print 5 stars in the same line. Okay, and then you can copy this. Okay, you can put a new line here, and then you can repeat this. Okay, this will print this. As you can see, the first and the last row is done. Now for the middle rows, imagine what we have to do. Among 5, we have to print first star, then how many spaces? N minus 2 spaces. Are you getting it? N minus 2 spaces. Why? Because from n, 2 are stars, so remaining n minus 2 are spaces. Okay, so how can we do that? We can simply say for I in range n minus 2, for the remaining n minus 2 columns. Okay, for the remaining n minus 2 columns, what I have to do? I have to simply print star. I have to simply print star how many times? One time. Then I have to add or concatenate spaces. How many times? N minus 2 times. And then I have to again put a star at the end. Okay, so let me actually simplify this. So let me remove this and simply write print star multiplied by n. Copy this. Let's remove this and print star multiplied by n. So this is your first row, this is your last row, and this are all the rows, n minus 2 rows in between. And what are those n minus 2 rows in between? If I just copy this code, okay, just for your understanding, if I paste it here, what happens is you are printing a star separated by n minus 2 spaces, in this case 3 spaces, 5 minus 2 3, and then once again a star. Okay, so yeah, if you run this code, let's see what we get. Absolutely what we were looking for. Okay, absolutely the same hollow square that we were looking for. How? So n stars, then for n minus 2 rows, print a star, n minus 2 spaces, print a star. All you have to do is understand how to get a particular row and replicate that process for every row. This is how you have to think of pattern printing. In my career, I have never faced any problem when it comes to pattern printing questions if I think it like this. Okay, row by row. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Okay, it will require some practice, but I guess you are enjoying this. Okay, see you in the next one.